Alright, in this video we are going to learn how to make this awesome beauty flyer design in Canva. So let's jump right into Canva and do that now. So what we're going to do now is to create a new design. This is the Instagram portrait size, which is 1080 by 1350. So I'm just going to create a new folder here because I have all our elements here that we're going to use for the design. So I'm just going to make empty page be on the front. Okay, and we're just going to start off by making our background. Okay, I would like to change my background so I can have a proper weight design. So we're going to start working with our background. So let's make it pink, okay, because that's it. Then we're going to come to this plus icon. We're going to use a gradient. Okay, for the gradient, let's swap this because I want the pink to be this way, and I'm going to also pick pink. Okay, I want the gradient, let me escape that. I want the gradient to be also pink. Okay, let me use the color picker to pick this pink. Okay, I want it to be the same. Okay, before I start working with the darker side, so I want this part to be a little bit darker. Okay, then for the flow, I want it to be this one where it's flowing from the top to the bottom like this. Okay, and this is what we want. Okay, so now what we're going to do is to come to our design elements. So I'm going to work with the background first. I'm going to drag this one into our design and I'm going to make it big. Okay, I'm going to use this one again. So I'm just going to position this one. I'm going to drop the opacity because I want to work with the background first. Okay, and now that we have this, I'm going to bring in all the background elements like this one and this one. Okay, I'm going to drag this one into our design. Okay, I'm going to make it big, and I'm going to rotate this one to have this, and I want you to give it this light coming from this end. Okay, that's the vibe that I'm going for. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this other background element and I'm going to drag into our design, and this one I'm just going to bring it in here like this. Okay, something like this, just to give some variation in the background. Okay, we're going to cover this part later on, but we can quickly just do that now by bringing a shape. Let's come to elements, come to shape, and I'm going to bring the rectangle shape. Okay, this one here, I'm going to spread it, make sure it hits the end, and what I can do now is to bring it down. I'm going to curve out both end, so I'm going to curve it like this, and I'm going to increase this bottom so that we have it, okay, like this. I'm going to make it all white. Okay, make it all white. Okay, now that we have this, now we're going to bring in the image of the model. Okay, I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to remove the background. Okay, we're going to work on the image later on by doing some edit. So I'm going to position her this way, and I'm going to send her to the back. So come to position, come to layers, and I'm going to drag her not all the way to the back because we have all these elements making up our background. Okay, so let her not be at the back. Okay, now that we have this, we're going to bring in our text. Okay, but before we bring in our text, let's bring other shapes in so that we know we are working with the text later on. So I'm going to bring this one, I'm going to drag it into our design, and I'm going to make it big. Okay, your CTA is very important. This is where you put your call to action. What do you want the people to do when they see your design? Okay, and I'm going to make color to be this darker pink. So I'm going to use the color picker and I'm going to pick something of this nature. Okay, so what I can do is to use this one to round off the edge. I can either make it like this or make it just like this, or I can just leave it the way it is, but I like to round it off. Okay, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, now that we're here, we're gonna bring in, okay, I think we are cool now to start bringing in our text. So I'm going to bring in our logo. Okay, and I'm going to position it this way. So we're going to start bringing in our text. So we have Brussels skincare. Control X, let me cut it, and Control V by pasting it. Okay, For this one, I'm going to use the Bricolage Grotesque, which is one of my favorite fonts. Bricolage Grotesque 36. I'm going to make this one big, and I'm going to break this text into two. So I'm going to duplicate it, click on this, and I'm going to come here. I'm going to remove this second part. Okay, press delete on my keyboard. I'm going to make it left align so that it flows from the left to the right. Then the same thing here too. I'm going to make left align. Then I'm going to remove this first part. Okay, then this one I'm going to make it bold, and I'm just going to position it this way. Okay, so what's left now, we have other text. I'm going to bring them in. So we have this supporting headline, and I'm going to paste it. Okay, we're having this one small, it's inter. I'm going to leave it like that because I want to use two fonts for this entire design, but this one I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and now we're going to bring in our shape for our services. Before I bring this our services, I'm going to bring in this, and I'm just going to position this here. Okay, before bringing our text, let's bring in a shape. Let's bring this one. Let's click on it, and we're going to come here and position this one here. We're going to change the color to white in a second. Okay, let's change it first so that we can know what we're doing. Let's make this one a little bit smaller. It seems to be too big to my liking, and I'm going to take this one now and position it this way. This rounded off, it's too much, so I'm going to make it a little bit edgy. Okay, I'm going to come to effects because I want to add drop shadow and add this drop shadow. So we're going to play with these settings here. Okay, and I want the offset to be a little bit bigger. Okay, then I want the direction to be a little bit directly under. Okay, now that we have this, I want to drop the opacity a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to make a duplicate of this. Okay, I'm going to make a duplicate and have an overlaps. Okay, I'm going to make another duplicate. What I can do now is to send this one to the back of this one. So what we can do is to come to position and drag it to be under this. Okay, and I'm going to drag this one to be under. So what we have now is this stack of fine drop shadows on this shape. Okay, so I'm selecting all of them to reposition them because of the shadow, and I think I would like them to be behind her shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to send all to the back of the image. Let me just drag all since they are all selected and just position it behind the image of the model. Okay, so what we can do now, we're going to take this image, this text, we're going to make a duplicate so that we can use it for our text here, but we're going to change the color so that it can be visible. Let's make use of black. Okay, I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. Okay, something 19ish. Okay, can make it 20. So this is what we're going to use to bring in our text. We still have our services not copied yet, so I'm going to copy that first, and let's make a duplicate of this. Okay, and let's drag it here. I'm going to change the color. Let's change the color first to white, and let's paste in our text. Ctrl V. Okay, this one is center align. I don't like it. Let me just make it left align. It doesn't really make any difference, but sometimes when you've selected your text and you want to make change, it just flush to the wrong side. Okay, so now we have this. We're going to make it duplicate. Okay, we've not pasted the text there, so what we can do first, we're going to paste this one. Ctrl C, or let's just copy all of them. Okay, then we'll cut and paste. Okay, let's paste this one. Ctrl V. And I see exactly what I was talking about, left aligning your stuff first before you make some copies. But we can still make the center align in a case like this since we are positioning everything in the center. So what we can do now is to select this part, cut it, Ctrl X, and let's remove it from italics. So we're going to make a copy of it and position this one here, and we're going to make another copy so that it be here. So I'm going to paste in our text, Ctrl V, and let's just remove that. Then we're going to cut this remaining part, Ctrl X, and I'm going to paste it here. and we're going to clear those extra spaces so that we can have everything aligned. So now what we have is this. Okay, I'm noticing that our text are close, so what I can do is to rearrange this text. Okay, then we can select this one and make a little bit of adjustment. Okay, so we have this now. I'm going to select this and push it a little bit to the side. Okay, I'm going to select Ctrl Z. I'm going to select both of them before pushing. Okay, we can actually add bullet points to this just to give them a little bit of fill up so that it fills this entire space. Okay, I'm going to add more here. Okay, I think now I need my left alignment because it's just going to not help me. Okay, let me add this one. And now that we have this, let's move on to this. Okay, well, you can see that I'm finding it difficult to align these things because they are not aligning in my eye. So I can select 3 of them and use a very powerful tool. Come to position, use arrange, then come to tidy. Tidy is going to arrange everything horizontally and equally. Okay, and we can use this one to straighten both edge. Okay, so we have everything tidy now. But the issue here is that this text, let me check. There must be an issue with one of these texts. Oh, there's no issue at all, but I wonder why this one is flowing, having more space, and it's not aligning with this other tool like this. What I can do now is to press Ctrl arrow to bring in my guide and just position it like this. You can see that there's a little gap. That's what I was talking about. So I'm going to use my keyboard, my movement keyboard, to nudge that so that it can fit in very well. So now that we are done with, we're going to bring in all our other products with these images that we have here. So we're going to bring in let me go back. I'm going to bring in some frames. Okay, I'm going to bring in this one and we're going to adjust it. Okay, I'm going to adjust it first and I'm going to position this one here. Okay, this is for the product. Okay, let's say you're creating this as a template, of which is going to be a template. I'm going to publish this. I'm going to alt drag this so that you can duplicate. If you are using your computer, you can just alt drag any elements, going to make it duplicate. So now what we can do is to bring in this. If you have your product, if you're doing this for yourself, just drag in your product in here. I'm going to bring in the other one and it's going to replace the frame because that's what frame does. Okay, so that is it. So what we're going to do now is to bring in this design element, or let's work with the seat here first. Okay, we have this. Let's copy this, Ctrl C, and let's use this. Okay, let's use this one. I'm going to alt drag to duplicate it. I'm going to paste in our seat here, Ctrl V, and now we're going to position this one. Let's flush to the left. Okay, so that everything aligns properly. Ctrl X, drag this one here, then alt drag and paste our text and just remove those extra spaces. Now we have them on both lines. So we need the logo to be on this part, so we have one already behind, so we're going to look for that one and make it duplicate and scale it down so that we can position it well. Okay, this is it. Ctrl D on my keyboard is going to duplicate an element, or you press here to also duplicate an element. And we're going to take the opacity up again and we're going to drag it here. We're going to scale it down. Select this, we're going to scale it down and we'll just position it here. Okay, yeah, almost done. So the last thing we're going to do now is to bring in these elements. Okay, these 3, we're going to drag them, we're going to position them strategically on the design. Okay, now that we have them here, I'm going to take this first one, I'm going to position it somewhere here, and I think this background logo is not big enough. Okay, I'm going to take this one and position this one here, something like this. I think I'm going to make the copy of this one and just make it a little bit smaller. Then this one, I'm going to make it somewhere here like this. Okay, I think the image is a little bit too that. Oh, let me nudge it back. Okay, Control Z. I'm gonna nudge it in a little bit so that I can be in the frame. I feel like it's outside. Okay, and this one I'm gonna add boldness because I'm noticing that it's not complementing the skincare. Okay, then for the logo at the background, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I feel like it's not giving me the background vibe that I need. I think something like this is cool. And also this red, just to keep our color minimal, I'm gonna change the color to black. Okay, first let's see if changing it here is gonna work. Black. Okay, cool. Was able to change it to black, meaning we can also change it to something else. Okay, we can just do different color by using this one. Sometimes it doesn't work like that, but in most cases I would just prefer using duotone, but not in this case. Okay, let's use black. Okay, now that we are done, the last thing we're going to do is to work on our image. Okay, our image. So we're going to come to edit and go to adjust, and we're going to make our edit. Okay, I'm going to make the vibrance a little bit like 63. Then we're going to come to sharpness. We're going to make the design sharp, and we're going to use shadow, and I'm going to increase it a little bit, give it that brightness. I think my sharpness is too much. Okay, I'm going to take it down. Okay, so I'm going to align this one here because I feel like it's not aligning with our text. Let's bring in a guide. Let's see if everything are aligned. Okay, you can see that they are not, so I'm going to use my arrow key to nudge things here. Okay, it's aligning there, it's aligning there. This one we can nudge it a little bit. Okay, so that's it. I see that there is a line here of our model. I don't like that line. Okay, let me remove my guide and let me see my design. So that's it. That brings us to the end of the video. If you find it helpful, just practice. Okay, practice and submit your assignment. And today is day 2 of the 30 days design challenge, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.